Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, as you can see, we have cards that are open here. Listen, kind of feels that somebody did something that they shouldn't have done. It wasn't something that they might have acted quickly. It doesn't have to be. We might also be talking about someone who just took a decision thinking that it was the right decision, but at the end of the day, they did a very, very sloppy job. We have here in the place of the foundation the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, right? So the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, we are talking here about someone who is mastering a subject, right? So they are studying and doing everything that is needed in order to become the master. And here it's in reverse, right? So it's talking about a sloppy job. And this is leading at the end of the day to a downfall. We have the Six of Wands in reverse here. This is the path shift. So the decision that they took, that was not intelligent at all. So did they act out of impulse, out of ego? I don't know. We will get into the tarot, we will get more information about that. But at the end of the day, here with the Six of Wands in reverse, kind of feel that they might even have lost the support of people that might have supported them in the past. At the end of the day, the driving energy, it is that you are in control. So we have the Strength card here, right? So you might be in control over yourself, over your feelings. They might have done something expecting you to have some kind of reaction, and instead of that, you have responded, which might be not responding at all. But the difference between a reaction and a response is that a reaction, it's immediately, it's emotional, it's you don't you act out of instinctively, right? While responding, it is you are coming from a cold-headed place, right? You are controlling your feelings, not in the sense of being numb, right? It's more in the sense of okay, I'm not going to let my feelings guide my actions, which kind of is the opposite of what they did. I will cool down and then I will decide what to do. So anyway, here with the Strength card, you are in control. You are in control. In the second place, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is very, very interesting. Because as I talked about it in yesterday's reading, I think, we might be talking about soul contracts. We are in the second place, in the place of partnership, relationship, connection, all those kind of things. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, first of all, it's saying that the wheel is turning, right? So they might have been in a good place before, and you might have been in a difficult place, right? The Wheel of Fortune is signifying that life is in movement all the time, right? But it is also talking about fate. So are we talking about a soul contract? Are we talking about a meeting with a deeper meaning? Right? We will get deeper into it, of course. And we are starting here with the Nine of Pentacles. I'm sorry, but here the Pentacles are grains, you know. So the Nine of Pentacles here, right? So we are starting, the main subject is the fact that you are independent, you are comfortable, you are taking good care of yourself, Um, and then we have, I wanted to see what was at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Cups. So not only are you taking care of material things in your life, like taking care of yourself, with the Nine of Cups here we are talking about self-love, self-worth, self-confidence, happiness. So there is here, in the tarot, there are two cards. We have four different energies in the tarot, right? And two of them are ending on a positive note, let's say it this way, and two are finishing on a difficult note. The two that are finishing on a good note are the Pentacles and the Cups. The Swords and the Wands are ending in a difficult note, right? So here we have both cards that are ending on a positive note, right? They are here, and we are not with the 10, we are with the 9. The 9 is talking about you with yourself. When we are with the 10, then we are more talking about you in connection with the community, with other people. With the 9, it is something about you and yourself. So having the 9 of Pentacles here, and then under the deck we have the 9 of Cups, this is telling me that they didn't expect you to have so much self-love, self-worth, self-respect. This is what I feel here. This is what they might not have seen. And so I kind of feel that this person, whatever they did, that was not very intelligent, right? We know that. With the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it was not very intelligent, right? I kind of feel that they thought that it would be an easy win, because they didn't consider the fact that you don't need anyone, you know how to take care of yourself, and you are much more confident than what they thought. So I kind of feel that it's an interesting reading. We will get deeper into that with the tarot, get a little bit more information about all of this. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the card, so please apply it however it applies. And this reading can be past, present, or future. Regarding the major arcana, the important cards, we have two of them here. In this 5 card spread, we have, just for you to understand, there are much less major arcana in the whole deck, right? There are only 22 cards of major arcana, right? So just for you to understand the proportion. So here we have the two major arcana that we have. It is the Wheel of Fortune and it is the Strength card. So two very positive cards, very positive. Okay. It kind of even feels here, because the Wheel of Fortune, it is a 10, right? I have already explained to you that a 10, in numerology, it is a 1, right? Because 1 plus 0, it is 1. But the 0 is not nothing. The 0, it is a cycle of life experience, right? So here, it kind of feels that at the end of the day, the wheels have turned the moment that you have stopped reacting and you have started responding. The moment that because you know, here's the thing, right? When somebody's provoking you, right, they are saying something to you, right, that is hurtful, for example, right? And so you might immediately react, right? The thing is that when you are reacting immediately, right, you are giving to somebody else power, right? Because they know that they push on the button and you are reacting, right? So when you are not anymore in the reaction, you are in responding, it changes everything. Because other people don't have power over you. You don't reveal yourself through other people's action, because this is also what some manipulators are doing, right? They are provoking you, or they are creating silence, or they are doing all kind of things for you to reveal yourself. So the moment that you are not in this energy anymore, it is truly closing a cycle, because here with the Wheel of Fortune, I kind of also feel here, because if we are in numerology, a cycle is 9 years, right? So here, as said, we are number one, it is a new cycle. There is something new here, right? And this new cycle is starting with an elevation for you, right? So, and I truly feel here that the elevation comes from you not being so reactive anymore, being able to respond. And I feel that it is because maybe you have realized that in fact there is here an element of independence, right? There is a element of being comfortable with yourself, knowing how to grow your own garden. It's an image, right? So anyway, let's wait. I just turned here to see the last card that we had at the bottom of the deck. I want it to be open. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get a little bit more information. The Nine of Pentacles. Tell me here. The Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. And the Five of Swords in reverse. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's exactly that. You might have gained some kind of mental clarity. With the Page of Swords, we are talking about someone who's curious, right? So you might have been curious about other people, about yourself, about your mental health, about whatever. You might have been studying something. Anyway, with the Page of Swords here, there is this element, as said, of getting a higher level of understanding and investing in it, right? This is a curious mind, and whatever you have learned here, and it might be truly about yourself, understanding you, the fact that you are giving so much power to other people, while in fact maybe you realize that you are carrying yourself anyway by yourself, right? With the Five of Swords here, they cannot manipulate you anymore. It's done, it's over. So we might even be talking about somebody who was trying to win at all cost. My way or the highway, I will say whatever I need in order to win. Might be that now they feel that they have no other choice but to compromise. Let me check that you can see all the cards. Yes, you can. Okay. Tell me more here, please, about the Nine of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there is here some kind of release, right? I kind of feel that you might have learned about toxicity, abuse, something like that. Tell me. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody trying to block your abundance. Someone making you feel as if you are not relevant, important. Someone who didn't invest in you, who didn't care for you. I truly feel here with this Page of Swords that there is something, you know, there is an expression, I know it in Dutch, it's the Frangisjevallen. And it means like the coin has fallen, like the aha moment, right? And I kind of feel that at a certain moment you truly realize, you know, I don't need none of this bullshit. I don't need it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's see the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So, Judgment in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Six of Cups. So listen, the wheel has turned the moment that you understood that whoever, whatever, I kind of feel that we are talking here about people who made you feel very small. They didn't see. Are we talking about people who presented you as being mentally unstable once again? We might, because I kind of feel that there is some kind of understanding here, right? That you might have been dealing with people who were not self-reflecting. They were just projecting, right? And they were projecting on you. Yeah, it kind of feels that we might be even talking about family, we might be talking about a sibling, we might be talking about a long time friend here. What this also tells me here, it is that they might realize now that they have totally misjudged you. Totally misjudged you, right? Because with this Wheel of Fortune here in the upright, having the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but to be honest, I don't feel that they would have gotten to investing in thinking about you if they wouldn't be in a difficult cycle. With this Wheel of Fortune here, I kind of feel, you know, I feel that you have been resilient with the situation, right? You have gotten some kind of very clear perception of who you are, who you need. You might have realized, you know what, I'm pouring there, nobody's pouring into me. Like, I don't need none of this BS. But I kind of feel here that there is some kind of comparison, right? Because they thought that they could control you, they thought that they were better than you in some kind of way, right? And I kind of feel that they realize now, with the wheel in reverse, they are nostalgic of the past. We have the Six of Cups here. Yeah, they might realize that they have judged you, or maybe the situation, because it's also coming here under this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, right? The decision that they took that was very, very stupid. Very stupid. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here the Strength card. Very interesting. Ha. Listen, the Strength card. You put a total ending and you started anew. I kind of feel that they thought that whatever they did here would block you totally, right? It would keep you in a mental prison. This is what I think they think that would have happened, right? That it would have blocked you. Kind of feels to me here with the Six of Cups that you might have totally reconnected with your inner child, maybe healing your inner child. There is here with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups that we saw that was on the bottom of the deck, there is here self-love, self-appreciation, self-respect. There is here, you know, there is healing. There is healing. So yeah, what they didn't see coming, it is that you would put an ending to whatever, whoever, whatever, right? You would put an ending there, and you would transform your life if necessary. I don't think that they thought that you would do that. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, there is once again something that they did. I kind of feel that it's this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Something that they did that brought you a lot of clarity, right? You might not have said anything. You might have said the minimum. You might have said before you decided to step away. This also tells me that you saw things too clearly to continue to deal with this kind of bullshit, right? Yeah, with the Death card we are talking about transformation. And I kind of feel that they truly thought that they would be able to block you. They never thought that you would respond. They thought that you would react, and I kind of feel that they thought that you would react in a way that would have served them. Let's see if we are getting anything more here about this strength. Tell me here, the Strength card. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you realize that I kind of feel that you realize that at the end of the day, all that they brought to your life was not feeding you, was not nourishing you, was not helping you. It might have kept you stuck. Your growth was stuck because of them. I see the opposite of a fertilizer, you know? Maybe even blocking the fertilizer to get to you. Strength, something else? So interesting. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Yes, at the end of the day, you are the one that mastered something that they were trying to block, maybe? It's interesting because I kind of feel that they thought that they were better than you, right? They didn't see your mastery. They didn't see they didn't see your strength. Listen, they didn't see your strengths. They didn't see your understanding. They might have overlooked you, your intellect, your strength, totally. Tell me here the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, there's a card that fell on the floor. let me see what it is. The Six of Pentacles. I don't know how it fell. Okay, listen. I kind of feel that they thought, right, that you would never considered leaving, right? We are talking here about a group of people, so we might be truly talking about a community, we might be talking about your family, we might be talking about a group of friends, we might be talking about a relationship, but we are talking here about, if we are talking about a friendship, a relationship, there are other elements involved here, right? With the Three of Cups, we are not with the Two of Cups, we are not one person. There is here something bigger, a community involved, a family involved, something like that, right? So maybe they thought that because they were, it's like the quantity. They thought that they had some kind of power because of the quantity, right? With with the Six of Pentacles here, I take it as I said, I don't know how it fell, right? But I take it here as conditional, right? I kind of feel that you are not somebody conditional. Your love is not conditional, right? Either you are there or you're not there, and if you are there, it's not about conditional, right? Maybe it's about respect, yes, of course. Maybe this is what you have learned now, right? What you should tolerate and what you should not tolerate, right? Maybe you understood that when people are conditional with you, then you have no other choice but to be conditional with them, right? At the end of the day, very often we think, that we have to present ourselves in life in a certain way. I kind of learned that in life, I have to be able to adapt myself. I am someone, I know who I am, right? I'm not into conditional. I don't like that, unless it's business, then it is conditional, but in your private life, it's not supposed to be conditional, right? But I learned that, if I'm dealing with someone who is conditional, I don't, like, I adapt myself. There is this element of adaptation, right? Observe that a lot of people that are takers, that are manipulators, that are narcissists, self-centered, what they will do, it is point the finger at you. You are the problem, right? Like, you need to present your best self to me, right? Without ever bringing the reality, it's that they are not bringing their best self. They are putting the focus on you for you not to realize, right? They want you to be reactive, in fact, right? And if the focus is on you, it's not on them, because if the focus is on them, then you simply respond, I don't need to be anything in this connection that you are not. I don't need to give you my all if you don't give your all. I don't need to give you unconditional love if you don't give it to me. I don't need to give you safety if you don't give me safety, right? But they are trying to get into the crevices of your unwound self in order to focus everything on you and make you believe that you are supposed to be the best version of yourself towards them, no matter the fact that they are being toxic, abusive, not giving anything, all of this, right? So yes, there is here the element of conditional love. Yeah, a whole group, right? But they thought that if they are all acting the same way towards you, you would think that you are the problem. They lowered your expectations of people. This is what is happening, in toxic relationships. People are lowering your expectations. This is what they are doing. So at the end of the day, you don't expect anything from them anymore. Tell me here, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you see, trying to keep you stuck. Unable to make a choice. This is where they failed, right? Because they thought that they can do whatever they want to do, and you will be unable to make a choice. Because I kind of feel that they thought that they had some kind of power over you. Because maybe we are talking about a group. Tell me here. The King of Cups. Yeah, they didn't consider your emotional intelligence, your wisdom. You might have known and seen since long time that you were dealing here with people who were not ideal people, let's say it this way, right? They might not have considered that you were already, you know, a step out since a long time, having strong boundaries because you had no other choice. And I wouldn't be surprised that it's the moment that you put a boundary that they did whatever they did, right? Because there is here, I kind of truly feel a reactive decision that they took. Yeah, okay. I kind of feel that they still thought that you were yeah, I feel that they thought that you would never be able to make the choice that is comfortable for you, right? I kind of feel that they thought that they have succeeded to blind you in some kind of way. While during all this time, I'm going back here to the Page of Swords, your curiosity, your willingness to understand, it has brought you to a level of the King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody who's responding, not reacting, right? But also a lot of awareness, self-awareness, wisdom, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. They didn't see that because they were looking at from their level, right? Tell me here the Six of Wands in reverse. Listen, so interesting. We have the Ten of Cups, right? I was talking to you about the cups. The Ten of Cups. This is, you are emotionally fulfilled now like you have never been before, right? And this is their problem. This is their instability. They didn't succeed to do what they wanted to do. The Temperance in reverse. They are totally unstable. They wanted to bring you to keep you. I feel keeping you in instability, right? Thinking that you would continue to doubt yourself, thinking that you would continue to pray for their recognition, their support, all those kind of things. Maybe because you did it in the past. And they didn't give you anything and you stayed, right? So maybe they thought that, you know, you would always stay. But no, it's not what happened here. Tell me more here, the Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you block them. You block them. You block the energy, but I kind of feel that they might have done whatever they have done when they realized that they had no more emotional access on you. When they realized that whatever was working before, it was not working anymore. Anything else here about the Six of Wands in reverse? The Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, listen, we are talking here about someone who truly wanted to dim you. For me, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, we are talking about jealousy, right? We are talking about someone jealous, manipulative, somebody who's trying to have control, to dominate people. It comes from insecurity, but they often they don't see it, right? They don't see it. Yeah, somebody's temperamental. It's somebody who needs to have the attention on them, right? Yeah, I kind of feel that we are talking here about someone who truly needed to keep you under their domination in some kind of way. Yeah. Okay, let's go to closure here. Let's go to closure. So interesting. Yeah, listen, they are going through a tower. The tower came out like this. The fact that you are not in a tower, right? I kind of feel that this is what they were expecting when they did whatever they did here, right? That was very, very stupid. I kind of feel that they thought that it would destroy you, right? And make you weaker. And I kind of feel that, yes, it might have destroyed, but it didn't make you weaker. It made you clear-minded. Like you know, the straw that broke the camel back? This is, you know, something like that. Like, okay. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they were trying to hold on to you, right? In the worst way possible. Might be talking about being controlling, manipulative, greedy. Yeah, trying to hold on to something. Tell me more here for closure. Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, but you took yourself out of that. I kind of feel that they thought that whatever they did, it would totally close you off. That you... I kind of feel, right, that you might have started to be reactive since some time. And they, in their inner narrative, it is, okay, that's it, they are very, very low. Mentally, their mental health is very, very low. Okay, we have the control here. While in fact, you didn't start to express yourself and react because your mental health was low. At the opposite, you might have understood that your mental health was in a difficult place because of them. But they thought that your reactions were just you getting lower and lower and darker when it was the total opposite, in fact. And this is what they didn't see. And this is why they thought that they could do whatever they want, and because you were so low, what they didn't understand it is that no, you were already stepping up. You were already aware. You reacted from a place of strength, not of a place of depression. Right? Yes, so you might have been in a difficult mental state, but when you started to react, it was coming from a place of strength. It was not coming from a place of yeah, I don't even know how to say that. Of a bad mental health, right? It wasn't coming from a place of weakness, it was coming from a place of strength. And this is what I kind of feel that they didn't see, right? So whatever they did, you know, it was just like kind of feel that it was obvious that they thought that they had total control over you. It was totally disrespectful, right? Let's see, is there anything... Listen, the world, for you, this cycle is totally over. It's over. If we are talking about a soul contract, it's crazy that it's coming up again and again and again. I don't think that I talked about soul contracts in the months that I made videos, but somehow, I don't know if it's just this weekend, but there is here something about the soul contracts. If there was a soul contract, it's over. It's done. It's done. Anyway, we kind of knew here, right? With the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. But yeah, with the World card here in the upright. Yeah. Listen, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.